No.
This is number 5. Write a program to read text to end a file and print a count of word lengths. The total number of example, the total number of words of length 1 which occurred, total number length 2, etc., etc. Define a word to be a sequence of alphabetic characters. You should allow for word lengths up to 25. All right, so this is what we got. This right here, obviously, like many other programs, you're just defining your file. This word is set to be length 40. Here we have integer arrays. This is this is our counter basically of the numbers. These are all just for loops. And then opening the input file right here, we're making sure that it's not null. If it is, print error, exit the program. And then on the actual code, we have while file does not equal end of file, we're going to scan in the word and set it equal to word. The same thing, whatever. And then we're going to set L to be the length of that word, L. And then for here, we're going to go from I to the length of the word, which is what we put in here. And we're going to run through it that many times. Here, we're making sure that if word is not a letter, right? Because you say if word is not greater than A or less than Z, or N less than Z, or not greater than A less than Z, then we're going to set L to 26. And the reason we set it to 26 is because we know that words can only be up to 25. So if it's not under 25, we don't include it. So right here, this if, because this is 26, it's not going to enter this if statement, and it's not going to go into the counter array. So if it is, if it is good, go here, and then depending on the length of the word, we're going to say we're going to put it into here. So like say the word is and, then at f of 3 we would increment it once, so we know that the length of 3 words, or the amount of words that are 3 letters, gets incremented once. And then to show you that, this is just the test file they have. So we see that numbers aren't going to count, and symbols aren't going to count. So length 1, we have 1 word, it's 1 letter, it's A. 2 words, you on, is, and is. All right, yeah, is on. You could go through these if you want, but, and then if you wanted to, you could actually do this. So, right, so that would be 553, and then if we save that and we run it, we see 553. This is not the fixed one. If we run it, we see it works. So yeah, you might just want to cut that out, by the way, when we're done with this. So if we run it, we see that the numbers add up properly because we're nice at programming. Any questions?
So, why do you do while it's not equal to FEOF? What does FEOF stand for?
This is just another way to write file end of file, or end
Really?
of file. Yeah.
So if you just did EOF in all caps, it'll work the same rate?
Yeah, sure. This is
Right.
it's like end of file, except it's like calling a library function to do the same thing. I just did it because I wanted to do it a different way, and somebody taught me this way, so I wanted to try to do it differently.
All right. And then just to repeat what you said, so for lines 27 to 30, it pretty much sees if it's not like a letter, then it'll just be 26, and then yeah,
So if it's like I can actually do this here. If the word has any kind of punctuation or is a number, and it doesn't have to be 26, it just has to be greater than 25, but I just I did 36 because obviously it's greater than 25.
All right.
Anything else?
Oh yeah. Why does your care word is set to 40? Is just that like a random
Yes.
number you just gave, or no?
There should be 25 technically.
All right. All right.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Or?
That makes sense. I think I'm good. All right. I'll end it here.